Hey, y'all. Before I get into the intro, I'm going to start by saying I'm exhausted. And so I'm going to try to talk slowly so that I can get the words out and I don't fumble and I don't just gibberish. Bienvenidos a mi canal. Welcome back to my channel. If you know me, thank you so much for coming back to see me. I love you. If you do not recognize this tired face right here, my bad. My name is Latrice. Nice to meet you. This right here is Faith by Latrice. Síganme. Where faith is a muscle we exercise around here. Now let's get on into it. Y'all know I'm trying to make this quick. In Galatians, Paul is writing a letter to the church of Galatia. He's telling them of his experience, of his conversion. He used to kill Christians for the same thing he is doing now. He thought he was doing a good deed, though. Until he encountered God. He had an encounter with God that shifted him completely. Boom, 180, flipped it. Now he's going so hard for the very thing he was killing people over. And as he started preaching and teaching this word now, he immediately started doing it. When God touched him, when God had an encounter with him, he didn't ask nobody for permission to start doing it. He didn't ask anybody that was seasoned or experienced in the thing. Was it okay that I do this thing? I know what I used to do. I know what you saw me doing yesterday. But this is what I'm doing today. This is what God has called me to do today. So yes, I might look like a hypocrite, but guess what? You will be able to see in time that what is on and in my life and working through my life is real. He was going so hard in preaching and teaching about Jesus that he was bold enough to come up to some people who had been doing it already before him. Peter, James, and John were known as the pillars, right, of the early church. He went up to Peter and was like, yo, my man, I got a problem. Peter was being two-faced. Let me just read it. Galatians chapter 2, verse 11. But when Peter came to Antioch, I had to oppose him to his face. For what he did was very wrong. When he first arrived, he ate with the Gentile believers, the non-Jewish people, who were not circumcised. But afterward, when some friends of James came, Peter wouldn't eat with the Gentiles anymore. He was afraid of criticism from these people who insisted on the necessity of circumcision. As a result, other Jewish believers followed Peter's hypocrisy, and even Barnabas was led astray of their hypocrisy. Paul is new to this, but he's so sure of himself. He said, I'm about to go all in. I don't care who I got to confront. If you're not doing right, I'm going to confront you. We supposed to be believing in the same things. But when some people get around, you scared of what they're going to say. So you turning from what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be showing these people love. Sitting with them. All the things. No, they don't believe the same thing you believe, but that's why you're there. To shed some light on what you believe. My God. Let's talk about Peter. Peter had influence. He was known as one of the pillars, the foundation, starters of the first church, the first early church. As a pillar, you have influence. He had so much influence that he was minding his business. He was scared he was going to be confronted and all the things. He was going to be judged, peer pressure, whatever it is. He started switching up, changing his ways. But he failed to realize he has influence over a lot of people. Because of what he did, other people started following him. This is a word to somebody who has influence. Hello, hi. That means everybody watching me right now. You have influence over somebody. You can't do what you want to do. I'm sorry. You cannot just live how you want to live. You have to steward your influence. Steward it properly manage it. You cannot do whatever you want to do. There are people watching you. Little people, children, if you're an educator, students, if you have siblings that are younger than all the people, you can't just do what you want to do. But let's end it with Paul. This is what I wrote down before I even read this text. People who really care about you are not always going to tell you what you want to hear. Huh? Okay. People who care about you and who are actually solid with themselves are not going to be afraid to confront you when you wildin'. And let me tell you something. This book right here is a perfect example. This book right here ain't just peaches and cream, butterflies and daisies. It even says it in the book. In this life, you will, not might, you will have troubles and trials. But guess what? Fear not. Take courage. It's okay. The person who told you this is saying you don't got to worry about that. Because I have overcome that. And because you follow me, that means you can overcome it. He wasn't afraid to tell us the way it really is. He ain't afraid to tell us when we wildin'. Ain't afraid to tell us, I need you to move like this and not like that. Huh? Okay. Talking to myself. Because before I even read the text of what I'm talking about, I had an experience with that. Latrice, you're going to have to be the type of person who tells people things they might not want to hear, but it's for your benefit and it's for their benefit. You can't be a yes man. All right, that's it. Go about your business. Si nadie te ha dicho hoy, esta día que te estoy hablando a ti mismo. Si nadie te ha dicho, yo te quiero decir ahora, con mis bolsillas, aquí, bolsa, under my, that I love you. Because listen, life be life and out here, but guess what? We are going to prosper regardless. Catch you on the tired flip side. Bye.